Well, hello and welcome to another Sound Advice, Jimbo's guitar 2 o'clock thing. And today we're going to be looking at Old Town Road. And we're going to look at an easy way to play it and a slightly more advanced way to play it. So, Old Town Road. If you've not heard Old Town Road, then you must have been living on an island in the middle of nowhere with no radios or televisions or MP3 players or phones or anything, because it's got to be about the most popular song in the last couple of years. But I have some good news. And the good news is this. It's only 4 chords that go round and round and round and round and round, and if you keep doing that, your head drops off. So I'll stop. 4 chords. And that's it. The whole barely changes. So I'll talk you through the chords, and then I'll show you the easy way, and then I'll show you the slightly harder way. So, if you're not very good with chords at the moment, maybe you've only just started learning guitar, then you can still have a good go at Old Town Road. It starts on the chord E. Oh, before we start, big shout out to Rebecca, who's been working really hard this morning on homeschooling. She's keeping the flag flying. So well done, Rebecca. Keep up the good work. Right, Old Town Road. So we're going to start on the chord E major. Now, E major, you might think, E major, what does that mean? We're doing the easy version first. E major is just string 3, fret 1. That's all it is. And you play strings 1, 2, and 3. So, just a 1-fingered chord. And move your finger out like that. Make sure that it's not touching the other strings, because then you get this. So that's your first chord. Your second chord is G, and on the easy G, again, it's really easy. What you can do is use this third finger to go up to string 1, fret 3, and strum in the same 3 strings. Then we're going to go to D, and D's quite a big full chord. If you play ukulele, it's a G on ukulele. And we'll make this triangular shape. Sorry, not triangular shape. Oh, just triangular shape. What's a square and a triangle? Triangle. It's triangle shape. It's string 3, fret 2, string 1, fret 2, and string 2, fret 3. And we just strum those 3 strings again. Then the next chord is a bit of an A chord. It's not all of the full A chord, but we'll do that in the next bit. It's strings 2 and 3 at fret 2. And we'll play string 1 open. So it's still on the first 3 strings, so we get this. So you could pick your guitar up and you go, oh no, strings 4, 5, and 6 are broken. Then you can say, well, I can still play Old Town Road, so I'll be okay. So let's go through it again. String 3, fret 1, and we just strum strings 1, 2, and 3. Just give it 2 strums. Then we go to the G, that's the E. Then we go to the G, which is string 1, fret 3, same 3 strings. Then we go to the D. You got your rabbit ears. Yeah, look, they can start making the shape. Yeah. And then so string 1, fret 2, string 3, fret 2, and string 2, fret 3. And we strum those three strings again. And then the bit of the A chord. It's up to you what fingers you use for that. You could jump those 2 over if you want. But if you use fingers 2 and 3, it would mean that finger that's waving to you, hello, would be able to then drop down to string 3, fret 1. So you could use fingers 2 and 3 on that one, on the A. And you just string. So I'm going to play it all together and then just give you an idea how it goes. I'm going to do 2 strums of each note. So starting on the E, 1, 2, G, 2, D, and A, and then back to G. Sorry, E, sorry, and G, and D, and A, and it just goes round and round. Now, if you've not got a horse, maybe you could ask your grown-ups to buy you one. And, you know, you could sort of play your guitar while you're riding your horse like they do on Old Town Road video. Maybe. Maybe not. It's up to you. Failing that, just play it sat a tone. Right, there you go. That's your first bit of Old Town Road. We haven't got many horses near where either. We've got some cows and sheep, so maybe I could sit on a cow and play it. I don't know if that'd work or not. Well, there you go. We're going to do the full chords now. Let me take you through the full chords, and this will give it a nice big round sound. Already starting to sound bigger because I'm hitting more strings. So, you know, big chords, but with practice, if you play the guitar, you can make a really good job of this. It starts on the E again, but it's a bigger E than the other one. Listen to the difference between the two chords. This is the first E we played. Now let's listen to the full E. Really big sound. So what we've got string 3 fret 2. When are we going to use our index finger? String 3 fret 1, sorry. Then we're going to move our second finger over to string 5 fret 2, and our third finger over to string 4 fret 2. So if you know the chord A minor, which is this, just move everything up a string towards the ceiling. That's it. That's your E major chord. And you strum all 6 strings. Then G, oh, it's a big stretch chord, this is. Your little finger's going to go on string 1 fret 3 because it's ready to go there. This first finger comes up, has a rest. This finger stays where it is. And this little piggy went to market. No, he didn't. No, that's wrong. Wrong nursery rhyme. This finger goes on to string 6 fret 2. So it's a bit of a stretch. String 1 fret 3, string 6 fret 3, stretch all the way across. And then this finger kind of stays where it is from the E chord on string 5 fret 2. You get a lovely big sound. Then you go to D. It's normal D from the easy one we did, which is just your triangular chord, but you can strum from string number 4. So you get a slightly bigger sound again. Then the A chord. A chord's a big chord, 3-fingered chord, all squidging into the middle of fret 2. There's no social distancing on this chord. So little finger goes on string 2, fret 2. Third finger goes on string 3, fret 2. And second finger goes on string 4 at fret 2. They all squeeze into that 1 fret. And we strum from string 5. Again, a bigger sound. Let's compare that chord to the other chord we played, which was just strings 2 and 3, which is fine for starters. You know, it's great. Now let's put that next finger down. Let's get the big chord going. That's a really nice chord to learn. They're all good chords to learn. So, okay, what's the way we get around this thing? How do we get around playing it? You might do something like this: get the E chord ready, then go to G, and it all fall apart. And oh no, I'm never going to play this. Oh, there's always things you can do, you know, to help. You could play the E chord. Now, what's the point in thinking about E whilst you're on it? There isn't any really, because you've done it. You're on E, you've cracked it. So think about G. Think about moving to your next chord. How am I going to get there? Do I catch a bus? Shall I call a taxi? I don't know. How's my fingers going to get over there? But if you can have that shape in your head of making the G before you go to it, you'll have a really good chance of getting there. And if you do hit the chord and it's a bit ropey, rebuild your chord while you're strumming. Just keep that right hand going. Yeah, I do it all the time. I hit loads of duff notes. You know, it's a human thing. And so going from E go to G, think about getting over to G. Think about how you're going to get there. So then when you're on G, do you have to think about G? No, you think about D because that's your next chord. So think about how you're going to get there. And the same applies when you go to A. Think, well, I'm on D, so I don't need to worry about it. And I'll start thinking about building A. It's all about thinking ahead. It's what musicians do. We think ahead. Otherwise, the chord's on top of you before you can blink, and you think, oh, and it all goes wrong. Right, strumming. Some people count Old Town Road like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Others count it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll count it 1, 2, 3, 4 on each chord, just to give you a little bit more of an idea of where you are in the song. It's easy to count in for. And when you're strumming, you could just go for down strums, sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So I'm strumming down on 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you notice then on the D, I put my little finger down as well. I put it on string 1 fret 4. And it's a really handy way of sprucing up your D chord. Loads of people use it, really popular. If you know a song called Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen, that's the intro. Finger off, on, off, on, off. So it does it. Okay, so just sort of think 1, 2, 3, 4, change, 2, 3, 4, change, 2, 3, 4, and change, 2, 3, 4. An accent beats 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round again. And that's a really good start to Old Town Road. It gets you the song under your belt. If you're just starting out on guitar, you can use the easy chords. Make sure that right hand doesn't go too wild because you'll hit the wrong strings and you get doing. And then build it up and move to your bigger chords. Take your time with it. Don't rush it because you'll end up getting fed up of it if you rush it. Take your time with it. You'll kind of get loads and loads of little successes all the way through it, and you'll be fine. Let's just up the strumming a little bit more. So this time I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3. What I'm doing there is T, T, copy, copy, T, 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 copy, copy. That's down, 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 up, down, up. And that gives you the full chord, the full strum, and it will really, build the song up. So let's go through that. Down, down, up, down, up. So it's there you go. Old Town Road, done and dusted. 2 versions, an easy version and a one to build up to as a challenge. There you go, folks. Out and out. Bye.